First past the post. It's a phrase you've heard many times before. But how do elections in the UK really work? Well, the entire country has been divided up into constituencies, each containing a similar number of people, the electorate. Some are based in cities in densely populated areas. Others are in vast rural areas. Now, many of the seats are foregone conclusions. They always vote the same way. So in reality, this election comes down to about 40 or so seats, the so-called marginals, where two, sometimes more parties closely contest each other. Winning a marginal seat can mean the difference between winning and losing the entire election. Now, as we were saying, the voting system in the UK is called first past the post. The UK is the only European Union country not to use a form of proportional representation. Quite simply, whichever candidate has the most votes in any constituency is declared the winner of that constituency. Now, all seats in Parliament are being contested, all 650 of them. So the party leaders need to ensure that they win their own seats if they're to have any chance of being the Prime Minister. Now, all parties will be hoping to reach the magic number of 326 MPs. That's the winning post, the point at which a party has secured an overall majority and can form a government. But if no party reaches that threshold, then coalition government beckons and a hung parliament. That's what happened in 2017, when Theresa May ended up with 317 MPs, fractionally short of the winning post. In British politics, coalitions are generally seen as weak governments, watering down legislation, unable to pursue meaningful policies. Now, in the last decade, there have been more years of minority or coalition government than of majority government. And that's a trend that the major parties are keen to see coming to an end. So for Boris Johnson, for example, he's aiming to win his first election as the UK's Prime Minister. He's staked his reputation on delivering Brexit. And that means he's been targeted directly by opposition parties that support remaining within the EU. Meanwhile, Jeremy Corbyn has represented his North London seat since 1983. He'll be hoping to make enough parliamentary gains for Labour to return to government for the first time in 9 years.